Okay, let's start a part 2 video on the pentagon pair, Dster and the secret formula code for Powerball. I did it on Mega Man, and it did good for Mega Man. Also, it did good for Mega Man. They could substantially eliminate a lot of winning numbers for Mega Man. And before we get started, you can email me for any game illustration by parts. 1 to 18 at hyper_links@yahoo.com. Please donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. Always remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. And remember the Powerball pentagon pair system for last night. 39 is your pentagon pair code, and 16, 18, 35, 53 would be your outer perimeter pair numbers, and 61 is nothing. 61 is nothing. If you can only have one mistake, 61 would be a mistake. So that's one of your pentagon pair numbers. There's 2 other pentagon pair I mentioned on the previous video that will get you the jackpot also. And these are past win number. I remember I cannot get on the phone because it's blurry. Let's see if I can try it on the next video. Yeah, this one, when I reset the recording, it works now. So 16, 18, 35, 39, and 53, and 21 was your last winning number. And I told you on my last video, I corrected myself at the end of the video, that the 53 got repeated before 39. So you would have to stop on draw number 4. I did say that. I corrected myself because, as you can see, from draw number 3 to draw number 4, or draw number 2 to draw number 3, the declining red number was 2 less. And then that's fine, but from draw number 3 to draw number 4, the red number stayed consistent. It's still at 1. So that means that I have too much black numbers, and I have too much chance that those numbers would get drawn. So I would have to stop on about draw number 3. So as you can see how good it is. And let's look at the opposite attraction. And the last draw was 16, 18, 35, 59. So let's look at the opposite attraction numbers. 22, 36, 48, 53, and 61. I didn't do that here. Let's see if I did that on the... I didn't do that. But before we get that, let's remind anybody that all the numbers 16, 18, 35, 39 in the blue box, 53 over here, and also 21 right over here. All the numbers are over here. I remind anybody that 16 was used in this side, right side, rather than over here, because this has less digit on the left side. More digit on the left side and less digit on the right side. So if I can omit this chunk of numbers, I can omit the matrix down, further down. I'm going to be showing you that later. And let's look at the opposite attraction numbers. You have 16. Will be 18, 35, 39, 53. The opposite attraction number for that one will be used for Saturday's draw. For last night's draw, let's look at the opposite attraction number. You have 22. You have 16. Not in any order. You have 22, 16, 63. You have 40 and 39. So you have 40 and you have 39. You see that? Do you see that? You have 40 and you have 39. If you see that, that's a good thing. Now, if you look at the opposite attraction number for that draw, you can see that 16 would have gotten drawn from the first draw. So 16 would have gotten drawn from the first draw. But you're going to look at the next draw, which is 421. So you look at the 421. There's your culprit. That 16 got drawn. The win number for the 16, for 21 are 21, 25, 32, 63, and 67. So the opposite attraction number for that draw is 12, 52, 21, 36, and 23, not in any specific order. And you can see after that, 16 got eliminated, and 39 got eliminated. You can see that it got eliminated. 12, 52, 21, 36, and 23 did not get eliminated. So the first draw, the opposite attraction formula, did not really work. So if you look at the opposite attraction formula, here's why it did not work. You have 22, red, 16, 63, red, 40, and 39. So red. No green numbers, 22, 16, and 40, no green numbers. So the reason it did not work is because, not because there's too much red numbers, because they're holding the jackpot. They're holding the jackpot. If you like to call it cheating, it's up to you. They're holding the jackpot. As you can see, that 39 was red. That opposite attraction should have worked for a couple of draws, but then because they like to hold the jackpot. So we're gonna move on to the next formula. Let's look at the repetition. Did work for last draw for Mega Man. Mirror numbers. So let's look at repetition mirror numbers. Let's look at that draw. And for 424, you guys have to go through every formula, see which formula can bring down the matrix further down, and do it. 22, 36, 48, 59, and 61 would be your first draw to use for repetition mirror numbers. And the repetition mirror numbers are 57, 1. Do you see that? 57, 1, 13, 24, and you will have 16, 14, 24, and 26, my bad. So for draw number 1, that's what you have. Then for draw number 2, 21, 25, 32, 63, and 67 will be a number. So repetition mirror numbers are 56, 60, 32, 28, and 67. So for draw number 2, these are your repetition mirror numbers. And if you look at the breakdown, let's look at the breakdown. Let's colorize this red. If you look at the breakdown, I'm telling you that if you look at the breakdown, you can see 57, 1, 57 is a green number. Like I said, you have to use green numbers for repetition mirror numbers. 57, 1, 13, 1 is a red number. I'm going to show you the one draw of red number and the green number also, 13. 24 is a green number. And 26. And 26. So I'm looking at 26. 26 is a black number, and you can see 2 green numbers. And the law of repetition has a good chance of eliminating on the first draw because you have 2 green numbers. Now, on the third draw, you have 56. On the second draw, you have 56, 60, 60 is close to being green, 32, 28. 16 is close to being green. It wasn't green last draw, now it's green this draw. So 60, 32, 28, and 67. So again, that 52 is red. 56, 28, and 67. So again, this is a safety net because you can see it drop back down to less green numbers. So chance of getting eliminated, eliminating the numbers for law of repetition, mirror numbers, are low because you can see 56, 60, 32, 28, and 67 did not get eliminated with the law of elimination. Now, so that means we can use more draw for the law of elimination. We have 10, 21, so we have 10, 21 as your next draw, 26, 41, 49, 26, I copied numbers down, sorry about that, supposed to use the repetition mirror numbers, so again, sorry about that, 45, 56, 61, 14, and 6. So again, none of the numbers are eliminating with the 417 draw. You can see that none of the numbers get eliminated from 417 draw. From the 414 draw, 414 draw, you can see that none of the numbers get eliminated from the 417 draw also. So you have 3 draws of up to 15 numbers eliminated from the matrix. Remember, the key is not to pick numbers first to bring down your matrix. That's key to bring down the matrix. Picking number is your secondary option. It's your secondary. You have 414. You have 13, 30, 33, 45, and 61. The repetition member numbers are as follows: 48, 65, 68, 26, and 10. So that's your repetition member number, and you can see 48, 65, 68, 26, and 10 is not any of the winning numbers drawn. So for another draw, the numbers will work. And let's do 417, the color code first. 45 stays black, 56 stays black, 61 is a red number, 14 is a 14 is a tier 2 green number. Tier 2 green number, it's a 50-50 number, has a good chance of getting drawn, has a 50-50 chance of getting drawn. 6, let's look at 6. 6 stays normal. You can see why the numbers are not getting drawn, because you can see your one red numbers, you have the rest. Tier 2 green numbers, no chance, you have less chance of eliminating the numbers that is drawn. Now you can go to the 4 to 14 draw. If you go to 414 draw, you have 48. That's a red. 48 is a red. I'm not making it up. 68. 65 stays the same. 68 stays the same. 26. 26 stays the same. And 10 stays the same. So one red numbers, not much green numbers, so that's good. That's why the fourth draw did not get eliminated as well for 14 draw. And let's look at the 4/10 draw now. 4/10. The draw number for 4/10 as follows: 14, 16, 23, 50, and 53. So if you look at the numbers, 14, all those numbers, the repetition numbers for those are as follows: 18. Not doing it in the correct order, random order. 35. 15. 58. 51. 49. You can see that 49. And for that draw, let's look at the red numbers. 18 got drawn, so your 18 was the culprit. 18 was your culprit. Let's colorize it purple. 18. So 4 draw, it worked. 18, 15, 58, 51, and 49. Only 18 got drawn. So up to 20 numbers could have been eliminated from matrix. So let's see where your culprit. Why that draw is the culprit. 18 stays normal. 15 was close to being green. 58, 51, and 49. 49 is tier 2 green number, so you really have to look at the draw. 49. You gotta look at your tier 1 and tier 2 green numbers. 58, 51, and if you look at the past draws, you can see why why it stopped there, because it went from no green numbers to 2 green numbers. You can see the green numbers pattern. It dropped down to 1, and then no green numbers. That's safety net. But then it went back up to 2 green numbers. A tier 2, 50-50 chance of getting drawn. And 15, which is close to being green last draw, but it's green now. And that's why, even though the green number didn't get drawn, there's a good chance of the other numbers getting drawn. So that's why when you see a decline, when you see a change in green numbers for the law of repetition, that's when you have to stop. And I have to stop on 414. Up to 4 draw for law of elimination could be used. So again, the law of elimination will work. Layout, duplicate slide. Now let's do one more. Let's do the plus Powerball. And let's go back, and I'm going to do a couple minutes on the plus Powerball, show everybody how it works. Now for the plus Powerball draw, you just plus the Powerball for each number. Yeah, you have 22, 36, 48, 59, and 61. And then you have 21, 25, 32, 63, and 67. The Powerball was 22 and 6 for the other 2 draws. So again, so for 424, you have 44. What they do, and we'll try to 44, I put back space by mistake. So we have 44, 58 plus Powerball. 01. Each game is different. You remain as plus star number 1 plus star number 2. $12, 14 plus star number 1 over here. You have 21 plus 6, 27. You have 31. You have 38. You have 69. And you have 4. So for the Powerball formula, for the previous 2 draws, that's what you got. Now, if you look at the Powerball formula, none of these numbers got drawn. 44, 58, 1, 12, 14, 27, 31, 38, 69, and 4. None of these numbers got drawn. And if you look at the winning numbers, let's look at the green numbers. You have 44, which is red. 58, you have 1, which is red. You have 12, and you have 14. So 14 is tier 2 green numbers. Like I said, tier 2 green numbers. So 27, 31, 38, 69, and 4. 4, it's a red. 69 says the state. Oh, 69 is green. 38 is red. 31 stays, and 27 27 is a tier 2 green number. So tier 2, 50-50. I would say 50-50. Tier 2 green numbers has a slight chance of getting drawn, has 50-50 chance of getting drawn. Tier 2 green number. So that being said, you don't have that much of an option but to go on, because you can see the green number, not that much green numbers. A lot of red numbers. That's incentive to go on because there's too much red numbers. Too much red numbers, incentive to go on for 417. So for 417, plus Powerball, you have 35, which has gotten drawn already. 35, let's see why it got drawn. 35, 46, 51, 66, and 5. So you can see why it got drawn. You can see why 35 got drawn. 35 is your culprit. You can see why 35 got drawn. And 46, it's a green number. For last draw, $51 stays, 66 stays, and 5 stays. You can see 35, 46, 51, 66, and 5 stays. So I make sure I did it correctly. Yeah, I did it correctly. You can see why that draw, that 35 stays, because the red number dropped. Even though the green number dropped, the red number dropped down also. That means you don't have any red number as a leverage, meaning you don't have a red number to leverage out the green numbers. That's why the 35 got the for the dirt draw. You would chance of wiping out the winning numbers would increase because you don't have any red numbers to back you up. The red numbers has low chance of getting drawn. If you don't have those red numbers to back you up, you're gonna wipe out the winning number. So that means once I see a drop in the color code numbers, I have to stop. So plus Powerball, 2 draws, repetition mirror numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 draws. So repetition mirror numbers did good. Opposite attraction, 39, not that good. Elimination, 1, 2, 3, 4. Elimination and repetition mirror numbers did good. So again, that's why you have to bring down matrix. Follow the formulas, bring down your matrix, and you see which format brought down the most matrix. Repetition and elimination did good for both games. You can see that did both games. Probably would have to use it for Friday and Saturday draw. Any of these two doesn't mean the opposite attraction or the plus Mega Man, plus Powerball don't work. It will work. And if you like any game prediction, please email me at hype_links@yahoo.com for any game prediction or requests, and continue to follow my predictions.